Hi guys, my name is Prateek and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is all about you. I will be answering some of your questions that you all have sent on my YouTube channel. So there are more than 75 questions right here. So I'll be making a FAQ series in parts. So this is part 1 of the FAQ series. So I have replied to each and every comment that you all have posted on my YouTube page, but I said why not make a video so that if anyone has the same query, it can be solved by the means of this video. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you like this video. So let's start. So the first question is, how many online test attempts I can get? So the answer is very straightforward. There are 2 GMAT online test attempts that you can get. If you want to answer more than 2 times, then I guess you will have to go offline and answer it at a test center near you. Okay, so moving on, the next question is the inbuilt webcam sufficient to use, or do I require a separate one? I don't have a separate one. I have only the inbuilt camera in my laptop. Please reply. Okay, so the answer is very straightforward here as well. If you have an inbuilt camera, I think that would be suffice because they have a system requirement. So what I would suggest is go to GMAT. They have a system test. Do the system test, and then maybe you can come to know whether you require an external webcam or the inbuilt webcam is good enough. So moving on, the next question is, can we answer the test without using a mouse, or is a mouse required? So this is basically a very simple question, and I guess all of you know the answer mostly. It is completely on your convenience. If you are comfortable with a mouse, it's okay, you can use a mouse. I personally used a Bluetooth mouse and it was great. So I would recommend you do the same, because sometimes it's a bit nasty to use your fingers on the touchpad. So yeah, you can go for a mouse here. The next question is, so do I have to uninstall my antivirus software since I started to run testing software? Basically, it's based on the software that you use, the antivirus software that you use. So personally, I was using Quick Heal, and when I started the system test, it started giving me the message that the test is unable to load because of this error. When I typed that same error on Google, it was showing me this is because of the antivirus that I have installed. So because of that, I had to uninstall my antivirus software. So this may not be true in your case. So carry out a system test at least 2 to 3 times so that you are thorough and there are no issues like this antivirus software. So moving on, we have the next comment. Hi, can I use a GeoPhy internet device for the exam? Is the device like a wireless mouse allowed? So yeah, the first question is, can I use a GeoPhy internet device? Yes, you can, but I would recommend to use Ethernet connection because they are very stable. Sometimes the Wi-Fi gets disconnected, which can lead to a lot of issues, like your exam can get terminated and you may not even get one chance to answer it again. So I would recommend a LAN connection here. Next, is device like a wireless mouse allowed? Yes, it is. Okay, the next question is, I want to take the GMAT online exam now, but I like to apply for the B schools later, maybe in the next year. What is the process for the same? I would like to accept my score but use it later. Pardon me for the lengthy question, but it will be my first attempt, so unaware about the policies. Okay, no issues right there. If you want to answer your exam now and maybe apply next year or after 2 years, it is completely okay. Go for it, answer that test, get the score that you require. If you're not happy with that, answer again. Keep that score with you. Your score is valid for 5 years. So whenever you apply, just select the score, send it to your B school. Completely okay. Moving on, the next question is, hello, thank you for this video. One quick question, what happens if my internet connection glitches while I am doing the test? Okay, so this is a very good question because this is a very good possibility that this can happen if there is no continuous internet access or there is no continuous electricity to your computer or your laptop. So personally, I did not encounter this situation, but the rules state that if the exam gets terminated, they give you another chance to answer the GMAT test, but I'm not really sure about it, so I can't really comment on that. But I would recommend that you please take preventive measures if the internet connection glitches. It is your responsibility that your internet connection is stable and very much in connect with your laptop or your PC. Moving on, we have the question: after how many days they declare the results of the online GMAT exam? Okay, so basically it takes around 1 week to get your test. I personally got my test in 4 days. So yeah, I guess 7 days would be good. Don't maybe answer the GMAT very close to your application dates. Have at least 1 month of buffer between your exam and your application dates. Moving on, we have the question: hi, thanks for the video. One question. In the GMAT online rules, it says that whiteboards with grids or other markings are not allowed. Did you do the GMAT on that whiteboard? Okay, so this is a good question. No, I did not do my GMAT online exam using a whiteboard which has grid marks or markings. My whiteboard was clean and completely clear of any markings, any stamps, or even the price tag. The back portion of my whiteboard was a pink color, but it had no markings. I had very carefully removed the price tag, so it was very clear when the proctor asks for examining the whiteboard. I had to raise the whiteboard like this and then turn it around. So yeah, it was pretty easy for me. So yeah, so that answers that question. No, a whiteboard with grid markings or any scribblings is not permitted. Next question is: I have bought a whiteboard, but is it okay if it is black behind? Yes, completely okay if it is black behind, but make sure there are no scribblings or grid markings or any type of markings on that black side. Next question is: it's so hard to erase the whiteboard, such a hassle. I know, right? It will take you a lot of practice and it will take you a lot of time to get used to the whiteboard while solving questions. So next question is: can you please confirm whiteboard should be 2 ways? So yes, as I answered, it can be 2 ways or it can be just one, and my whiteboard was just from one side, so I was writing it on one side, cleaning in it and then writing it again. My other end was not a blackboard, it was a pink covering which could not be written on. So I guess that answers it. But yeah, 2 ways I guess is allowed, no issues there. If you have any doubts, you can maybe write to GMAC and they can get back to you on this. Next question is: please do tell me whiteboard should be both sides or on this one side would be fine. So I guess I just answered that. One side or both sides, both are fine provided they do not have any grid marks or any markings. Next one is: hi Pratik, please do help here. I have my exam in a week and I'm not sure about what kind of whiteboard should I be using. Okay, so first of all, I'm really sorry that maybe you have answered your exam, but I'm still answering your query now. So the thing is, you can go for any whiteboard provided it has no grid markings, no scribblings, no maybe tattoos or any kind of stamps. Also, the whiteboard should obviously be white in color. It can be one-sided or both ways, no problem there, but make sure that it is clean and without any grid markings. Also very important thing regarding the whiteboard, please stick to the dimensions given by GMAC. The dimensions I've already stated in my previous video and I'll be displaying it right here. So make sure you buy the whiteboard as per the dimensions. Moving on, we have the question: I have registered as well, but I did not get any study material of 90 questions. Can you please share it with me? You can give a Google Drive link. I only got 2 fresh tests and 1 mini mock question set of 8 questions. Okay, so I'm really sorry I can't share what questions I have got. I'll have to give you my login ID, which is not very safe. I'm sorry for that, but what I can do is I've already replied to this comment and I've provided a path how you can access those 90 questions. So what you got to do is log into your mba.com account. There go to the practice test section where you will have your coursework, or that section when you scroll down you will get access GMAT prep. Go there and then you will get a new tab which gives you the 90 questions that I have mentioned about. So yeah, so you can follow that. Next one is how much did you score and how many mocks have you given? Was the result in mocks and the GMAT similar? So yes, to answer that, I have got a score of 640s. I know it's a bit less, but I guess my profile makes up for that. But then how many mocks did I answer? Personally, I answered around 6 mocks. I know they are a bit too much, but I didn't have any mentor or guide to tell me how many mocks to answer and all. So after a certain time when I was confident, I answered my GMAT online exam. Was the result in mocks and the GMAT similar? Okay, so the mocks that I answered, 3 mocks were the official GMAT mocks, whereas the other ones were from other institutions. So in the 3 mocks that I answered, my first result was 640, second one was 630, and the third one was 590. So my score kept deteriorating, but I was adamant on answering. So I answered and I got a 640. So yeah, the GMAT mocks are in line with what you get. So I guess get a fresh mind, answer the GMAT mocks, maybe keep 1 week of gap between the last mock and the exam date, and then answer your GMAT exam. So moving on, we have the next question. What about water? Can we have a bottle and a glass of water? And also, are loo breaks allowed? In bracket, after April they have allowed the loo breaks. No clue about if we can still take those. Okay, so this is a very good question. I'm sure that you must be very much engrossed in GMAT that you're asking such questions, but this is good. So yes, in the current version of the GMAT, you have just 1 break, which I guess you can go for a loo break. And second one is a bottle and a glass allowed. I'm not really very sure about this. I have replied to this comment, and there are requirements by the GMAT body, which I have also put in my reply. You can just check that if the requirements are satisfied, if a bottle or a glass is allowed. I'm not really sure about it. Let me be really honest about this. After April they have allowed the loo breaks. No clue about we can still take those. Also the GMAT Enhanced, which was on track to go live on April 8th, has been delayed, and they have not given a final date where it's going to be released. So to all those who are worried that AWS section is going to be back in action, it won't until a certain amount of time. So you can plan really well and answer your GMAT soon. So the GMAT Enhanced version has been postponed indefinitely, so please remember that. Next question is, hi, is the analytical writing section applicable in the GMAT online exam? So currently it is not, but after a particular time it may be included. They have not specified the date when the GMAT online enhanced version is going to be live. So AWS section is not there for now. The next question is, how is Visago online subscription? What should one prefer for verbal section and quant section? Open bracket, as in self-study material, or if online tuition, then from which one? Bracket closed. Okay, so I guess to type such a comment, you are very much engrossed in your GMAT and you really want to score well. So I'll answer the questions one by one. So regarding the Visago online subscription, I'm not really aware. I was not a student of Visago, but I referred their videos which are there free of cost on their YouTube channel, and they were amazing. So I'm not really sure of the subscription, so sorry about that. Moving on, what should one prefer for verbal section and quant section, self-study or tuition classes? So I would tell you that if you are good at math and you are a good reader, then I guess self-study would be sufficient enough. But if you are bad at math or you have not been in practice for quite some time and you're not that great in writing or maybe reading English, then yes, I would recommend you to go for maybe a crash course in verbal and quant, or maybe tuition classes for verbal and quant. If yes, then which one? So I'm not really sure I'm in the right place to tell you which classes to go for, because personally I have done self-study. But in your case, maybe you can try out Magoosh, then Veritas, Manhattan Prep. All these are really good courses and very good institutions, so you can try them out. Next question is, hey Pratik, do you have a link from where you got the whiteboard? I'm so sorry, I bought the whiteboard from an offline retail store which is close to my house. I personally went there, I measured it, and then I bought it. I tried searching for my whiteboard online, but I couldn't really get a good whiteboard online as per the requirements by GMAC. So yes, so I'm sorry, but I don't have that link of the online whiteboard. But if you have a stationery which is close by where you can go measure the whiteboard, check if there are grid lines or not, then I would recommend that. Okay, we'll go to the last question now. Is it legal to use whiteboard, or is it an unfair means? Oh, it's very much legal to use a whiteboard, so don't worry about it, but make sure your whiteboard is following all the guidelines which are specified by GMAC. Please don't forget that, that is very, very crucial. Not at all an unfair means, so I would say go for it and make use of the online whiteboard as well. So yes guys, that was me answering some of your questions that I've received on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be back with another session on such a Q&A answer series. So thank you so much for watching. All the best for your prep. Be happy, be safe, and go out there and achieve your dreams. Thank you.